from Health Origins here, and today is day 12 of my road to recovery from emotional eating. So it has been, 3 days, I think, or 4 days. I haven't checked in with you guys. No, 3 days. And I wanted to recap how it's gone for the last few days. Um, so we had Thursday, and that went really well. And in the evening, I made myself and my husband some chocolate chickpea truffles. So I'll link down below the recipe that you can find for that. It's delicious, it's amazing, and it's actually fairly healthy. All you get is a bit of sugar from obviously the dark chocolate, but you could use 75% 70% dark chocolate for rolling the chickpea balls in, and it's really delicious. So yeah, so I made those in the evening for a little bit of a sweet sweet snack, and that was great. I had about three, and I really enjoyed it, and I didn't overeat and didn't overindulge on anything, and finished eating at reasonable time. But then Friday and Saturday ran away with me. The days were fine as usual. And I think why that is. There's an interesting concept I've learned from another guy that I follow on YouTube, talking about creating your business and things like that. And he talks about entropy. So what entropy is, if anybody heard of this, let me know down below if you have heard of this concept before. But what entropy is, it's basically the natural tendency of everything to go into chaos, of everything to go into disorder, basically. So everything in our lives, our gardens, our houses, our everything, especially in nature, natural processes, they tend to go to entropy. So the garden, if you don't manicure it, if you don't take care of it, the grasses overgrow it. So everything kind of is going towards chaos, and we're the ones that are trying to put it into order and structure everything, because our minds, they love structure and order. So the more entropy there is, the more it's more difficult for our minds to process. So what happens, that entropy is the highest towards the evening. So you have the most control over entropy in the mornings, and that's why I find that it's easy for me to do the right thing, eat the right things, not overeat, and not eat too early, control portion sizes, eat the right things early on in the day, and I normally do it really, really well. I start at the right time, I eat the right things, the right portion sizes. I'm more mindful, and refrain from naughty things or too much food. However, the later on down the day, because I think also there's another way you can explain this with willpower, because the later in the day you use your willpower to make so many decisions, so that later on in the day your tank is low on willpower. So you just made, or decision fatigue as well. It is another thing called decision fatigue. So towards the evening, because you've made so many decisions through the day, you use your willpower a few times on different things, that towards the evening you're low on both the willpower, you have decision fatigue, and also entropy is high, like I've mentioned, which everything tends to kind of go into chaos and into its own flow without the structure you want to give it. So that's, I think that's why the culmination of all of these three things coming together results in me not being able to say no or resist either bigger portions. So on Friday night, I had way too much food, so I ended up being quite hungry. And while I was waiting to cook the main meal, I had a sandwich and I had something else. So I had like a little bit of food already. So and then I had a big full meal. And then I did go for a dessert. I think we had some of the chickpea balls left over still. So I had that, and at the end of it, it was too much food. So I was really good through the day, all throughout. But then again, in the evening on Friday night, it was my downfall, too big of a portion, too much food. And then on Saturday, yesterday night, because I was at an event through the day and I didn't eat too much, I had just a couple of fruits for lunch. Then I had something at the stalls for lunch around maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And I was kind of feeling quite hungry, so when I got back, I wanted this, that, and the other, and I mixed too many foods. So I had dinner, but I also had some sweet snacks, I had some savory snacks, and I just mixed it all together, and I had too much food, too much everything mixed. In the end, my stomach didn't feel right, and I kind of suffered. So both on, on Friday night, my stomach was bloated and I was too full, and yesterday as well, I was kind of bloated and my stomach was a bit hurting, and I was kind of almost having some reflux, not quite, but I could feel because I had some crisps actually as well before we had the meal yesterday. And yeah, I could feel those crisps sitting there still in my stomach because I'm not used to eating um oily, unhealthy foods like that anymore. So anyway, so yeah, so my lesson here from all of this, guys, was that a short-term pleasure, so a taste sensation, pleasurable dopamine hit from having something nice, the snacks I was having either on Friday night or on Saturday night, was not worth the pain and um, the frustration and regret that I had afterwards, because I suffered that night, that evening. My stomach felt like icky, full, like it was about to explode, and also I could feel my stomach not right tomorrow, like the next morning as well, and I had a bit of gas. Yeah, not pleasant, not nice, not recommended, and I really, these steps back like that just show me how important it is to say no and wait out, and to understand that a short-term pleasure is definitely not worth the the suffering, the pain, and the regret that is sure to follow this. So yeah, so no, tonight I was quite good. I had my dinner around 5 o'clock, so I had an early dinner, because today I felt like, because of these 2 days prior, I felt like I really didn't, I wanted to give my digestion a little bit of a break. So all I had today was some melon and a couple of apples up to about 5 o'clock. So I just had fruit and some herbal teas and water. So just kind of a lighter day of eating today. And then I had a bit of a dinner when I got back in at 5 o'clock, and I had some dates for dessert, and that was it. And I'm feeling so much better tonight compared to Friday night and Saturday night. I feel so much better. So yeah, definitely, guys, a short-term pleasure, the taste sensation is not worth the pain and the regret that sure to follow binging or overeating or mixing too many things, having too many snacks. So yeah, So that's my lesson that I've learned in the last couple of days. Let me know how's your journey going. So we're now day 12, right, on my journey. So it's over halfway. So if we're doing 21 days, so we're over halfway now, point. And yeah, a lot of lessons learned. I hope this is helpful to you guys, some insights, my aha moments, and let me know what you're finding so far on your um, journey of recovery from emotional eating. So I hope you're having a lovely evening, everybody, and see you next time.